What's going on YouTube? JT Born here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1072. This one is written by Ram V, and then the backup is by Dan Waters, and we had several artists working on both parts of the story. So this is the continuing adventures of this whole Arkham Orgham family drama scenario that's been going on for quite a long time, actually. Like, this story arc is lasting way longer than I ever expected it to. Usually a lot of story arcs are lasting, like, you know, a couple issues here and there for the opening one, but this one has been going on like non-stop for like 12 issues into this thing, including like the annual. So there is a lot of stuff like being set up for this stuff, and we still haven't really gotten to the payoff. In fact, I don't know like how soon we are going to like reaching this story's particular climax, but like reading it like as is, like I just kind of read it like at the, you know, the beginning of the month or whatever, and then I kind of just like maybe skim back through it again when the new issue comes out, because on its own, like, a lot of these issues are just kind of all right. There's some great looking artwork, and there's a lot of like gothic opera setup with the Orghams, and like the artwork, like I said, looks really nice, and there's kind of like that really artsy kind of Shakespearean feel to these particular stories. I mean, look at this. It's written like the titles of these things are written like some sort of play, if you will, and that's kind of what you're getting. So the Orgham family is starting to enact their whole crazy, complicated plan to, I guess, destroy Gotham or take it over or something along, or influence Gotham in some sort of capacity. Yeah, like I said, stuff we've kind of seen, but done in the Orgham fashion. What I really do like, again, is the artwork in this particular issue. Ivan Rice and Stefano Raphael are the pencilers on this particular thing, and the artwork, like I said, looks really, really good, and I think this is the strongest I think I've seen the art in this current run. I think in particular, like, there's some great shots of Nightwing. Cassandra Cain in particular looks really, really good in this art style, and there's a few decent moments too. Like, there's a nice character moment between Jim Gordon and Renee Montoya, and their kind of conflicts of interests, and everything is kind of building to this climax. We have the Arzans and all those other weird creatures that are attacking the city, if you will. The people have been kidnapped, and all sorts of other things. Also, I do want to point out that on this particular cover, we have Leanne Harper and Solomon Grundy, who are not in the issue, which is ridiculous. Why would you have them on this cover if they're not going to be in it? Because they were in it like a few issues ago, and then that was kind of it. Now she's off in like the Green Arrow book, being taken to another planet, if you will. So I guess this takes place before that. I don't exactly know how it's all tied in together with DC and their continuity, if you will. It's kind of all over the place. So you just kind of have to roll with it, I guess. But yeah, so they're doing their stuff. Batman's going to be caught in like some sort of dilemma. There's like an explosion's going off to kind of end the issue on a bit of a cliffhanger, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, if I have to describe all the details of the plot, I'm gonna go a little crazy, because like I said, the story in particular, I'm having a little bit more trouble trying to follow a lot of what's going on. They have some sort of machine that's going to help them take over Gotham or influence it or something along those lines, and in terms of the backup, it's has to deal with more of the backstory. The Orghams, this boy's father here was killed. Prince Arzan, his father, was killed by Ra's al Ghul, so there's a vendetta against his family and the Al Ghuls, and there's an overarching story tied to this tree, and it's being uprooted and trying to be replanted, and the kid's determination, and then the League of Assassins show up. This one's written by Dan Waters, of course, and Stefano Raphael does the artwork on this thing, and you see his mentor murdered by League of Assassins members. So there's a lot of history between the League and the Orgham family, and it just got kind of ugly, and just seeing kind of how this affected Prince Arzan as a kid, and you can see kind of that influence carried over into it with him as an adult. So in terms of this issue, I thought it was decent overall. Like I said, the artwork is the real standout here. I think this is some of the best in this particular run. For example, Nightwing and Cassandra Cain look really good in this style, and there's some good little action shots sprinkled in throughout this entire issue, and hopefully it will be getting closer to that climax of the story, because it's been going on for quite a bit, if you will, but at least it's like a continuous thing, and not like a storyline that gets started and then gets kind of forgotten about. We still haven't gotten to the ending of it. Say, for example, what's been going on in the current Nightwing run, which started like a few years ago at this point, and they had the whole Heartless storyline, and it's still not resolved. We keep taking all sorts of detours. At least with this one, it's building one issue after the other. I don't think this is a story arc that's going to be really for everybody, but I can see some people being really into it, and maybe this will read better as a trade paperback, if you will, if it all kind of comes together in one big, huge story arc. So there you go. But anyways, I thought the issue, like I said, was decent overall, really solid artwork, and I'm kind of like iffy on the story at this point. It's kind of lost me a little bit, but there are some highlights in this particular issue. Like I said, the artwork and a few other things. So there you go. Those are my quick thoughts on the issue. I don't have as much to say about this one as I was kind of hoping for. Although this cover, like I said, very false advertising. Where are Grundy and Leon Harper in this thing? And also, like, how old is Leon Harper anymore? Is she a teenager? Is she older? Is she younger? Like, I mean, if she's Roy's kid, then how young was he when he had her? Has she been, like, trapped in a time? I don't exactly know how it all works with her. I mean, it's cool that we're going to kind of get those answers, hopefully, in the Green Arrow book, but we shall see. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then. I will see you all in the next video. I think this is it in terms of comic book reviews for the week. So, yeah, more videos will come up soon, but want to get this one out the door. So, all right, as always, take care now. Bye-bye then. See you all in the next video. Peace out.